We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Here we go, set. Count, go.
Throwing now off the play action. He's got it deep downfield. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Handoff running right, Pierce. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. Second down. Working now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Third and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10.
Cincinnati Bengals, that's the team we're gonna cheer.
Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Up next, it's our main event between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Pierce up the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Working quickly here.
15 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
They go play action on 1st down. Into the hands of Pickett. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the game's going to be to the 34-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Let's go now. Back to 6. 19 tight. 19 tight. Steady.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Throw is caught. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Bengals nothing.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Brooks now on the return. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
You know it right now, Kate. I'm absolutely in favor of this frenetic pace. A touchdown scored, and this is what the immediate response is. Nearly answer it with a house call yourself. Yeah, there's no body blows in this one. This game's starting with some serious haymakers.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. This is ahead for about 5. That was Jordan Fuller getting there for the tackle. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 11. Hey, can.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That one gains 7. And the Bengals have a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Gun.
Working inside the red zone. Catch made. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Here we go.
Mixon crosses the goal line for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Turpin with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun here. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
18 Cardinal.
Throw here, third down. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Dallas first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Come on, set. Rock roll leading.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Shotgun handoff to Pierce. This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body. And these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set!
This time it's a passing play. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. Absolutely fires this one right side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. And really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11. Here we go. Start.
Burrow to the air now. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
11, here we go, here we go. Start.
Burrow from the gun. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
He's got Gesicki complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here we go.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. It's a solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Right side cut by Higgins. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. They'll cobble together a yard there. Quiddy Pay there to take him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minute for later.
Hits him on the out route. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Start.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone on first. Has it in close. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So just a minute 57 now remaining, Brock, in quarter number 2. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium and on the other side. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. Here's the give to Pierce. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12. At the 20.
Takes the second down snap. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, first and 10. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Dropping back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10. This is Pierce. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's third down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Here they come. This is third and 5. They're going to try and throw it here. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So they take their shot to the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
On comes Braden Narveson to try this field goal. It's a 36-yard look for him. Narveson able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a fourth quarter clutch kick to have that confidence built. That's important.
Brooks now on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, here's Burrow. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Burrow now on first down. Chased out to his right. Brought in downfield by Gesicki. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, so they can try for some points going into the break. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. McPherson's kick is good. And 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Calvin Austin on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
On the return, the Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Burrow back to throw. He put everything he had into this one. Big gain downfield. And a big play is finally put to an end.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Here we go. 180.
And the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. He works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
180.
Going play action here. Burrow flushed out of the pocket. Throw caught at the 6. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
Cowboys 10. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing now off the play action. Finds him over the middle. Has some daylight through the 40. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative. And this guy is.
That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And that will not be enough for a first down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And he's caught. He's got Lamb. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Well, he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10. Here he is to throw. Lamb makes the ground. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll run the toss to Blue. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Call it 4 yards from there, partner, and still some ground ahead. Second and goal coming up.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on first and goal, it sets the table for more success.
They give it to Pierce. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Austin. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
3 quarters in the books from this one. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
What do you think, Brock? Did we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. From the pistol, a give to Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
2nd down, looking for options. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Look at that power, deep left side. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Now we're going to have a break in the action. One of the Bengals in some pain. They're going to go out to look at him.
Here we go.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here we go. 180. 180 hot.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21.
38. Cowboys 17. Evan McPherson, the kickoff.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Ready, set.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. They connect on the deep shot. He takes it down to the 33. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that'll be good for Dallas. 1st down. Offense to the line fast. From the gun, here's Pierce. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. They'll throw it. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick, Now they're facing another 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Desperation time here on 4th. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Start! Wide 80. Stop!
Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Gun. Start!
Burrow. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Now a give. It's P. Ryan headed left. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back's come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals getting closer to their 10th win of the season.
On 1, ready?
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
3rd down, Mixon gets it. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And a parting shot delivered on that tackle, but doesn't matter. That's the end of this game.